Your person is romantically drawn to you in a way that defies logic or reason, and that magnetic pull is why they keep coming back, again and again, even when they feel undeserving of your love. No matter how far they try to run or how hard they attempt to convince themselves that it's over, something deeper within them keeps pulling them in your direction. It's not just about romance or longing, it's something spiritual, something unexplainable. They've tried to deny it, to walk away, to suppress the feelings they have for you, but the bond between you both seems to transcend all logic. There's a gravitational force that keeps looping them back into your orbit, even when life, pride, or circumstance stands in the way. Despite their fears and the emotional weight of the past, they are willing to be patient. They understand now, perhaps more than ever, that you're not someone who opens your heart easily or quickly, especially not to someone who once broke it or made you question your worth. They realize you're guarded, and that your hesitation comes from experience, not bitterness. You've seen enough to recognize patterns, to spot red flags, and to move slower when it comes to trust. But they are learning to meet you where you are, willing to take things at your pace, knowing it may take time to prove themselves again. This person walked away from you, possibly chasing something or someone they believed would fulfill a void within them. Maybe they thought they were choosing stability, freedom, excitement, or even validation. Whatever the reason, the choice they made has left them feeling hollow. The people, the places, or the things they pursued have not given them the fulfillment they imagined. The more they immerse themselves in that world, the more they realize how wrong they were. They are tired, exhausted even, by the emotional cost of the decisions they made. The distractions they once found comfort in now feel meaningless. There's a heavy emptiness they carry, and it's becoming too loud to ignore. It's a hard pill for them to swallow, but they are slowly coming to terms with the fact that they chose wrong. And while regret is eating away at them, they're beginning to accept the consequences of their actions. In the past, you were the one who would try to rescue them from their mess. You would step in and carry their emotional burdens, helping them avoid the pain they created for themselves. You were their safe haven, the one person who offered unconditional support, even when it drained you. But now, things are different. This time, you are not rushing in to save them. You are not offering your energy so freely. Because now, you are being blessed by the universe in ways you never expected. Abundance is flowing into your life, not just in material things, but in peace, happiness, and self-worth. You're finally stepping into your power, walking in alignment with your purpose, and the distractions that once pulled at your heart no longer hold the same weight. You're focused on what's right in front of you, your healing, your growth, and the opportunities blossoming all around you. And while you thrive, your person is watching from a distance, filled with longing. They miss you deeply, profoundly, and more than they can put into words. They're haunted by memories of you, by the warmth of your presence, by the love they once took for granted. But this isn't just about nostalgia or missing what once was. A transformation is taking place within them, a deep, internal shift. They're going through a massive ending and rebirth, shedding old versions of themselves and confronting truths they once avoided. This process isn't easy for them, it's painful and raw. But it's also necessary. They're starting to realize that in order to be worthy of someone like you, they have to first become someone new, someone healed, accountable, and emotionally mature. Soon, all the secrets they've held on to, the things they never told you, the truths they buried, are going to come to the surface. Whether by choice or by divine intervention, the truth will be revealed. There will be no more hiding, no more pretending. You will finally see the full picture, the real reasons behind their actions, and the emotions they kept locked away. And when that moment comes, you'll be faced with a decision, one that only you can make. Until then, know this, your person is awakening. They are confronting their shadow, facing their past, and discovering the magnitude of the love they had and lost. And while they hope for a second chance, they understand now that your love is not something they are entitled to, it's something they must earn, one moment at a time. No matter how hectic and overwhelming my days become, no matter how consumed I am with the chaos of the world around me, just the simple thought of you has the power to awaken something deep within my soul. It's as if your memory reaches into the very core of me, pulling me out of the noise and into a space of peace and light. The thought of you alone carries me into a realm where everything feels like heaven, where the air is softer, time slows down, and all the pain I carry fades into the background. You are my calm in the storm, my anchor, and my sanctuary. You hold my heart in a way no one ever has before. There have been countless people who came and went in my life, many who tried to get close, but none of them could truly reach me. I built walls, thick and high, around myself to stay safe. For years, I convinced myself that these barriers were necessary, that they protected me from disappointment, pain, and vulnerability. And for a long time, they worked. Or so I thought. But then you came along, and without even trying, you began to chip away at those walls. Not with force or pressure, but with patience, with authenticity, and with love. Somehow, you got through. And now, I stand before you stripped of all the armor I once thought I needed. With you, I'm no longer afraid. This feeling is unfamiliar and raw, but it doesn't scare me the way it would have before. Because I trust you. I trust the way you make me feel, the way you see me, not just the surface version I show to the world, but the deeper parts of me I usually hide. I know my heart is safe with you. It's a rare thing to say, but I say it with certainty, you are my other half. I didn't realize it at first, or perhaps I refused to. But now I see it so clearly. I recognize what we have, and there's no turning back. I've poured everything I have, my emotions, my thoughts, my hopes, into this connection. You have all of me now. And I want you to know, with every fiber of my being, that I will stay true and committed to what I feel for you. I will no longer waver or run. I've made up my mind, and my heart is firm. This time, I won't let my fears sabotage what we have. I'll remain loyal, grounded, and present. I want you to feel secure with me, to know that I'm not going anywhere. I'm here, always by your side. And whether you're near or far, my heart beats only for you. But I need to admit something I've been carrying with me with a heavy heart. I was stubborn. I was prideful. I clung to this image of masculinity that made me believe I had to be tough, emotionless, and in control. I wore my ego like armor, and because of that, I made terrible mistakes. I lied. I misled you. I manipulated reality to avoid confronting the truth, that I was falling for you, deeply and helplessly. Instead of being honest about my feelings, I pushed you away. I gaslight you when you questioned me, twisted situations to protect my pride, and caused you pain when all I really wanted was to draw closer to you. Now, all of that is catching up to me. Every lie, every evasion, every moment of denial, it's all backfiring. And the guilt I feel is overwhelming. It keeps me up at night. It weighs heavily on my chest. I see now how much I hurt you, how much I made you doubt your worth and question our connection. And that knowledge breaks me. If I could take back the pain I caused, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I know words alone can't fix everything. What I can offer you is my honesty, my remorse, and my vow to change. Please don't give up on me. I know I don't deserve your forgiveness easily. I know trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild. But I am ready to do the work, to show you through my actions that I am not the same man I was before. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm facing my flaws instead of hiding behind them. And I promise you this, I will not give up on us. I will fight for you, for us, with everything I have. Have faith in me, not because I ask you to, but because you've seen the real me beneath the mistakes. I believe in this love. I believe in the connection we share. And I believe that what we have is worth saving. Your partner feels an undeniable pull toward you, one that goes beyond physical attraction or fleeting emotion. It's as if they are addicted to your energy, drawn in by the depth of your presence and the power of the connection you share. This bond feels unlike anything they've experienced before. No matter how much time passes, they feel as though they could wait for you forever. They're not just thinking about you in passing moments, you occupy their thoughts constantly, and it's during this quiet space, this silence between you, that they've started to undergo a profound transformation. In this stillness, without the distractions of the outside world, your partner has had major realizations about who you are. They're seeing you in a new light, not just as someone they desire, but as someone they deeply respect and admire. There's a level of admiration that goes far beyond surface-level attraction. They recognize your strength, your emotional intelligence, and the way you navigate life with a sense of purpose and clarity. It's not just inspiring, it's awakening something inside of them. They want to rise to meet your energy, to be the kind of person you see as worthy, capable, and reliable. Your partner wants to appear as an emperor in your eyes, not in a controlling or dominating way, but in the sense of being someone who is emotionally grounded, wise, and confident. They've begun to activate this energy within themselves. It's not just about putting on a facade or pretending to be more than they are, it's about truly embodying those qualities. They're becoming more self-aware, more deliberate in their choices, and more committed to their own growth. For perhaps the first time in a long while, they are doing this not just for themselves, but because you've inspired them to do better. What's remarkable is that during this silence, your absence has made everything clearer. Without your constant presence, they're beginning to appreciate everything about you so much more. The way you communicate, the values you hold, your emotional boundaries, and your inner strength, all of it has come into sharper focus. They're reflecting on the times you stood firm, the moments you chose self-respect over approval, and the strength it took for you to walk your own path, even when it meant stepping away. This is especially powerful for them because they're used to being surrounded by people who follow their every word, people who don't challenge them or question their decisions. You, on the other hand, have been the exception. You've set boundaries, you've called them out when needed, and you've shown them that love is not about control or obedience, it's about mutual respect, emotional balance, and honesty. That kind of presence is rare, and they're realizing just how deeply it has affected them. Because of this, they're not only changing emotionally, but they're becoming stronger mentally as well. They're learning to process their emotions in a healthier way and starting to think more clearly and rationally. They're no longer just reacting to life, they're learning to respond with intention. A significant part of this transformation comes from simply observing you. They watch the way you carry yourself, the calm confidence you exude, the thoughtful way you handle conflict and emotion. Whether you know it or not, you've become a teacher to them, a mirror through which they are starting to see their truest self. It also seems that they're finally surrounded by people who are giving them sound advice, advice that points them in your direction. Whether it's friends, mentors, or even intuitive nudges from within, the guidance they're receiving is all leading them back to you. They're no longer running from their feelings or trying to distract themselves. They're tuning in, paying attention, and recognizing that what they feel for you isn't just infatuation, it's something deeper, something meaningful, something real. They feel as though the universe, their intuition, and their heart are all aligning with one clear message: go for it. Pursue this connection. Don't let fear or pride stand in the way. They're being called to act, not impulsively, but with courage and clarity. This isn't just about making a move or saying the right words. It's about showing up as the best version of themselves, not to impress you, but because you've already inspired them to become that version. You've lit a fire in their soul that they can't ignore. And now, everything inside of them is urging them to take that leap and follow where their heart has been pointing all along, straight to you.